A fool thinks himself to be wise, but a wise man knows himself to be a fool. Attend me, my hale and hearty compatriots, for it is I, thy host, Brian Rollins, and this humble show is the most dorky, geeky, nerdy trivia podcast. There are many shades of dorks, geeks, and nerds, not the least of which are of the theater variety. This week's summer school episode is all about the bard, William Shakespeare. As always, we'll present you with 3 rounds of 10 questions each round a little harder than the last. If you're one of those studious people that needs to grade themselves, you can find a scorecard and rules at dorkygeekynerdy.com/rules. Expectation is the root of all heartache. So, let's begin, shall we? The dorky round. Number 1. Shakespeare was born in what town? Stratford-upon-Avon. Number 2. Who dies first, Romeo or Juliet? Romeo, thinking Juliet is already dead, kills himself first. Number 3. Which of Shakespeare's plays is rumored to be cursed? Macbeth. Some actors won't speak the name of the play, but rather refer to it as the Scottish play. Number 4. Which play contains the famous St. Crispin's Day speech? Henry V. He's rousing his troops before the Battle of Agincourt. Number 5. What is the name of Kate's younger sister in Taming of the Shrew? Bianca, whose desire to get married kicks off the whole story. Number 6. Who asked the question, "If you prick us, do we not bleed"? Shylock from The Merchant of Venice. Number 7. Shakespeare's plays typically fall into what 3 categories? Comedies, tragedies, and histories. Number 8. Which play gives us the iconic phrase, "All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players"? As You Like It. Number 9. What king gets a 3-play treatment from Shakespeare? Henry VI. Number 10. What Shakespearean play has been adapted into movies directed by both Kenneth Branagh and Joss Whedon? Much Ado About Nothing. The Geeky Round. Number 1. What was the name of William Shakespeare's wife? Anne Hathaway. Number 2. Which character says, "Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once"? Julius Caesar. Number 3. Who murdered Hamlet's father? That would be Hamlet's uncle, Claudius. Number 4. Who is the bastard in Much Ado About Nothing? Don John. He's the illegitimate brother of Don Pedro. Number 5. When the witches say, "Something wicked this way comes," to whom are they referring? They are talking about Macbeth. Number 6. The 1999 movie 10 Things I Hate About You is based on which Shakespeare play? Taming of the Shrew. The students even attend Verona High School. Number 7. Which play begins with, "Now is the winter of our discontent made glorious summer by this son of York"? Richard III. Number 8. Who had 3 daughters, Goneril, Regan, and Cordelia? King Lear. Number 9. Which play features characters named Peaseblossom, Cobweb, Moth, and Mustard Seed? A Midsummer Night's Dream. Number 10. Name for monarchs, Shakespeare's work falls into what 2 time periods? Elizabethan and Jacobean. The Nerdy Round. Number 1. In number of words, which is the shortest Shakespeare play? A Comedy of Errors. It's only 14,369 words. Number 2. Which Shakespeare play has the highest body count? At a whopping 14 deaths, it's Titus Andronicus. Number 3. What is the name of Launce's dog in The Gentleman of Verona? Crab. Number 4. What play contains the famous stage direction, "Exit, pursued by a bear"? The Winter's Tale. Number 5. The phrase, "the beast with 2 backs," comes from which play? Othello. Kids, you'll have to ask your teacher or parents what it means. Number 6. Ferdinand and his 3 companions take an oath not to give in to the company of women in what play? Love's Labour's Lost. Number 7. Despite the title, most of this play revolves around Agamemnon and Priam during the Trojan War. Troilus and Cressida. Number 8. In what play does the titular character renounce society and go to live in a cave in the wilderness? Timon of Athens. Number 9. During a performance of what play did a cannon shot ignite the roof of the Globe Theatre and burn it to the ground? Henry VIII. Number 10. The phrase "to gild the lily" is a misquote from what play? King John. The actual phrase is "to gild refined gold, to paint the lily, to throw a perfume on the violet, to smooth the ice, or add another hue unto the rainbow, or with taper light to seek the beauteous eye of heaven to garnish, is wasteful and ridiculous excess." Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. And that's all from the stage this week. We'll be heading back there in future episodes, so don't fret. Next week, we're changing the subject drastically. Here's your clue. What is it that Montgomery Scott can famously never change? I hope you're enjoying these summer school episodes. As always, you can find us at dorkygeekynerdy.com. From there, you can contact us, find us on social media, and support the podcast by checking out the Book of the Week. I'm your host, Brian Rollins. All's well that ends well. Thank you for listening.